I think the whole thing was 75 bucks. Well, alrighty, here we go. Another fine project. I gotta get my wood splitter working. And this contraption, definitely a contraption. I made this thing, as you can tell, 75 bucks. Whole bunch of junk parts I had. I literally just threw it together, and you can tell. There's bed frame for the top rail. There's even a handyman in there. Gee, right there. Transmission mount. Handyman jack. You never know when you need one. But I got to get this thing going. My brother gave me this motor. It's a, oh, what is this thing? A 64 283 V8. So, and it proves that cam's flat, barely runs, but it runs. So, you know, whatever. I think I found the Stickler wood screw online, made a plate for it, used a 3/4 ton axle, made a bearing, boat controls, but it's been sitting and it's full of water because the air cleaner blew off. So we're gonna pull it up, see if we can get it to fire up. I don't know if we're going to. It's pretty, we'll see. It's done it before, I've iced it, but we'll see if we can get it running. So here we go. This thing's had better days. She's rough. It's got junk down in the carburetor down in there, and motor's locked up. Let's pull. I'll pull the plugs out and let's see what's inside. Okay, we got all the plugs out. They're horrible looking, all fouled out, but no water. That's not good. So either there's so much rust in it that it sees the motor up, but now we got it off. We'll see if we can bump it over. If not, we're gonna put some diesel in it, let it sit for a little bit, and hopefully it'll break it up. Or we're changing blocks. I got another motor. We'll put it in if we have to. All right, morning souls. I am here, another fine day. It's a little windy today. Actually, it's a lot windy today. But I got some spark plugs for my wood splitter. And I think I found a carburetor kit. I'm not real sure, but I hope I found a carburetor kit. It should be an old 2-barrel carburetor. Rochester, you should be able to find parts, but who knows? Well, and the mail showed up here and I got me a battery. This is a Renegade. It's supposed to be a little bit better. So I ended up putting the winch on the front of this side by side here. And you'll see why in the future here. I had to go recover some people. Well, not really recover, just bring home, I guess. I don't do recoveries, not me. I saved my children from being kids. Yeah, pretty much, that's it. So I'm gonna put a winch on front. I don't have a winch. There's nothing there. So I gotta get a winch put on this baby. But I'm gonna finish up my wood splitter first because winter's coming quicker than I think. There's no snow anymore on the mountain, if you can see. Very little up there, but she'll be back. So let's get some more stuff done. Alrighty there, we're back at this thing, and we've got it unbolted, and it's not too full of junk, but it is. Wow. She's pretty rough. So I'll get it tore down. We'll let you see what's inside. All right, I got this carburetor lid off, and look at this stuff. It's piled in there. And then this is always what goes bad. Little accelerator pump on it. So we'll get her all separated, clean that junk out, and stick it in the Sonic for a little while, and hopefully it'll be better. We'll see. Alrighty, got everything in. Sonic cleaner going. We'll give that 30 minutes or so and then come check it, and yeah. And I've always got a crescent wrench in my pocket. I learned that from my best friend, Dave. And I actually found the other day my original. We bought that in St. George many years ago. But it wouldn't go up as far as I needed. It wouldn't go up to 9/16, so I had to upgrade a little bit. But I always have a crescent wrench, because why not? You never know when you're fixing things, and you're always fixing things. So okay, I got the carb all put back together. All the new parts. I hope it works. She was pretty rotten. All this gas we've been using nowadays, it's horrible. But hey, I'm listening. Sonic cleaner. I've had one before, actually. I just had to find it. So I dug it out. We'll put the carburetor on, and we'll see if she fires up. Everything's on. I poured some gas down in the throat. Let's see if we'll see if it'll fire. I think we might have to postpone for just a second. Look at that. That is a pretty view. All right, we're turning into a lot of rain. Sealed up, put up. We're gonna have to bounce. I'll show you starting in a little bit. I guess we'll get back after it now it's quit raining. It's still kind of, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. But we got to get this finished so we can get some wood split. She's dry and cold enough to choke set, so we'll see if we can get her worked on. We'll see if we can pump some fuel out and get it fired up. She runs. Not too bad for zero oil pressure. Let's see how much oil pressure we got. Zero. Yeah. Oil pressure's overrated, right? Doesn't sound too bad for zero. I gotta line the alternator belt back up. A little bit. I'll do that real quick. We'll start it back up. Well, I'm gonna go down and find an air cleaner, but we have a problem. Side by side. I gotta put a battery in it, obviously. So, I guess I'll get my little jump pack on here. Let's see if she fires now. Come on, baby. Love it. It's a pretty good little starter. Went and found me an old air cleaner. Scavenged death. I don't even know if it'll run off this thing, but you can kind of see air through it. It might run. We're gonna try it though. It's so full of mouse crap and everything else. That's pretty bad. It should run off of this. I mean, that's got enough air in it. Why wouldn't it run? We'll put her on her and make it run. We got her all shielded up. Look at this thing. Air cleaner on it. Ready to go. I broke the switch off, so I put another one on. See this rig job? That's all spare parts, cables, all junk. I'm not spending anything on this thing. Cheap, and then did I mention cheap? Starts right up perfectly. Got a fan, electric fan, working lights. And you're back here doing your thing. I'll go show you how it's done. Giant wood screw. Splits it like nothing. Just peels it apart. Look at that. And I can't take any credit for this because my dad built one and it's the best way to split wood. None of that maul hydraulic stuff. This is so fast. So that's how it's done. Wood splitter. All right, check this out. I told you about wood splitter. I got the idea for. This is my dad's wood splitter. Check this thing out. Look at that thing. And it still works because I just split the wood. So, and this isn't even the first one. This is probably the third, second, I don't know. But we all have one. Paul has one. James has one. I have one. Why not? Then there's one at Grandma's house. So you gotta have it. I think the whole thing was 75 bucks. And the most expensive part was the stickler screw. Because found it, I can't remember how much it was. 40 I think. But gotta have wood splitter. All right, side note. Look what I found. It's called a Chopper 1. It's got spring-loaded levers. We're gonna see if it chops, so we'll test it. Chopper 1, and I left it out, obviously. Look at the handle, it's all crooked. Let's see. Wow, kind of works pretty good, actually. It's not too bad. I like the wood splitter better. V8 powered.
Alright, me and Oker decided that we want to go into the clouds because they're really low today, right?
Me and Oker. You just got out of school. Don't act like you forgot English already.
English is my third period.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, we just got here and it's almost end of term. So for an end of term gift, we're giving ourselves a ride instead of working for Dad. So we'll take you all along with us.
Yep, let's go do it. Well, look at that lake. It is a big boy. Alright, me and Finn just got to a little spot how we thought it's pretty good looking, and we completed our mission of not just only being in a cloud but above a cloud. So we did a pretty good day's work for just messing around, didn't we, Finn? Yeah, walking up in mountains is hard work, isn't it?
Running down so easy.
It always is. All right, well, we're about to head back because I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that's a whole bunch of rain. And we don't want to be caught in the middle of that, so we're going to hop in side by side and get the heck out of here. Yep. All right, see y'all. All right, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and it is now Monday, and I've let my boots and everything dry since Saturday when I took the wheeler out. And I mean, they're looking better. Still not all the way dry, but I gotta get them back. So I'm gonna power wash those today and we'll see how they turn out. And I'll wear them and make sure they shrink to the size of my foot. But check this out. My socks that I was wearing that night have turned into a brick. I mean, these, oh my, you see that? That is not how that's supposed to be. Yeah, they used to be the color of these socks. So, big difference. Big old difference. But that's just some of the things I need to do this morning before I head off to school. I'm probably also going to power wash the four-wheeler just so my dad doesn't get mad at me. And I'll take y'all along with me. Start off this cleaning process, we gotta knock off all the big clumps of dirt. I mean mud, dirt, whatever it's called, you know. Sediment, that's what it is. And trust me, there's a lot of it. And the easiest way to do this is to just like throw it on the ground. So here, I'm gonna show you what that looks like right now. Oh yeah, that worked well. See, look, I got most of it off in one go. That's impressive. Now it's time to do the other one. Let's get it. This one might need two of them. Boom. Got most of those clumps off now. And I'm gonna hit them with the pressure washer just to get all the little dirt and mud off. But then I'll put this on my feet and they'll mold to my feet and then they'll be custom. So I'll take you along with me while I do that. Howdy there, kids. I just got done pressure washing my boots and they're looking a lot cleaner than what they were. So now I gotta reattach them to myself. Make sure that they'll adjust to my foot. Even though my socks will be a little wet, it'll be worth it in the end. Good thing I didn't do this in the middle of winter, because then my feet would have been freezing. Just at the beginning of winter, so we're fine. So now I got the fire kicks back on, and I can finally return my dad's flip-flops that I stole from him that night, so yoink. But now, gotta get back to pressure washing. We'll hop on that joint and get it all cleaned up. All right, I'll take y'all on a little walk around. This is what the one half looks like. It's all dirty and grimy still, but this other half is looking pretty good. I still need to go over a few of the finer details, but I'll get there. But this is just the halfway point. This is progress report numero uno. And when the second one comes, this joint will be clean. Progress report number 2, which is the last and final one. I think I did an alright job. And alright, I mean alright. I know I could have done a little more, but I'm also not a professional, so it'll be alright. And plus, I'm just gonna get it stuck again somewhere. Whether that be in the mud or up on a hill I can't get out of. But it was fun. I figured I'd come up to the little holding pond and check out what I did. And I got my accomplice with me, also known as Tato. Just gotta hop the barbed wire fence. Hey, you can come with me, Tato? Tato, get over here. Here. Let me get you. Let me help you over the fence. So as you can tell, I baha'd it down this road, went into the little launch pad area, and ended up clear in the middle. Now, the thought was I would just like go in, throttle my way through, and go up and over the other side. But that is not what happened. We got like a foot of clay in the middle of that, so. And it's still wet. Yeet. Solid. I mean, very mushy. But that's the damage. And it looks pretty good for the most part. I mean, I did a good job. I got further than people thought I would have. Well, that's because I kept it pinned. Oh yeah, straight shot right down the middle. But that was a fun night, as you can tell. And now my dad knows everything that I do. Like, I didn't even have to tell him I got stuck. He just knew it happened. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next project.